Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, this is Lithium017 from my channel, Nintendo Collecting 101, bringing you collecting tip number 37. This one's simply called posters. If you're a collector and you have a room to put all your stuff in, or if you're just a fan, you probably want to decorate your room with a few posters. So this is just going to be a few of my tips for posters, what to consider, what to do and what not to do. I have an excessive amount of posters. I can't even put up maybe a fifth of the posters that I have up in this room. I have a lot. So I'll show you what I actually have up in my room, if you haven't seen them before. I have a Mario family poster that's above my television. Oh my gosh, you almost see my face. Then I have two Zelda posters in the corner over there. I have the history posters of Zelda, or of Link, Donkey Kong, and Mario, and I framed those myself. Then I made wall decals from Super Mario Bros. 3, and I put them kind of as a border. And I made these using Photoshop. They took me a long time. Then I have two unframed posters, one being New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and one all the way over there, which is Ocarina of Time, which you can barely see. It's dark over there. So what I'm going to suggest to do is don't do what I did. I have so many posters. I think it's cool, but there are ways to go about getting posters for cheap that will look really good. You only have so much room on your walls. You can't post everything up. So one strategy is definitely to collect the Club Nintendo posters, which you kind of see there as one. They're free as long as you log all of your stuff that you buy that's new for the Wii or for the 3DS or the Wii U. You can get free posters from Club Nintendo, and they're really, really cool. They're sharp. I really like them. And they're free, as long as you buy, obviously, a lot of Nintendo stuff. So that's one option. Another option that I have back here are Nintendo Power posters, which was just canceled. So Nintendo Power is ending. It's a sad, sad day. These are some of my favorite posters that I just pulled out, but I have probably 50 or 60 of them, and I don't have any of them up on my walls. So Banjo-Kazooie, Mega Man X, that Secret of Mana poster is one of my favorites, Star Fox 64 and Super Metroid, just because they're some of my favorites. If you can find Nintendo Power magazines for a few dollars each, you can get the posters in them, and I'm sure there's a list somewhere online of what posters come in which issue, so you can probably buy the posters for a relatively inexpensive amount of money, rather than buying them directly off eBay for $20 or $30. Next, a lot of the times, posters come for free in guides. So I got a Skyward Sword poster for free in a guide, and I have a Donkey Kong one, Donkey Kong 64 for free in a guide. So if you do get a guide, and guides was my last collecting tip number 36, you might get free posters with them, and then you can put them up. But these ones I don't quite look like as much because they have all the folds in them. When you get them directly from Club Nintendo, they're rolled and they look excellent. You can also obviously buy posters in store. So I bought this one from Zeller's, which is now extinct. It's going out. So I bought the poster for half price, and it was like $3, and this is Super Mario 3D Land. I have no room on my wall, so I'm just going to keep it sealed. I'm not sure how much they'll be worth in the future, but I'm probably going to keep this one sealed for years. So you can definitely find posters in store, and when you find them in store, usually they're rolled, and they look a lot better on your wall. The last place that I can suggest to find posters, these are really good tips if you're a huge fan of Nintendo or Zelda. So these two magazines came out months ago, and they're hard to find now, but you can find them online or on eBay. If you find them online, they're probably going to be a bit better deal. The Zelda posters here, this is Nintendo Collector Special, and I think this is the second edition, which you can still find. In the middle of this is like 6 or 7 posters that all look amazing. So this is Skyward Sword. They're double-sided. So that looks a little confusing because it's two posters of Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker poster or Fountain of Hourglass, and then Twilight Princess. So there's tons of posters in this that you could just get, and the magazine might be $15-20, and you get 5 or 6 posters in it, which is awesome. Obviously they are cut in half because they're double-sided. Some of these posters are just incredible, and they look really nice. I'll show you quickly the posters in this magazine, because if you're a fan of Nintendo, this is pretty much your one-stop shop for some great posters. Quite a few of them. The magazine itself is also awesome, but... So this covers a wide range. You have Mario in it, Samus, Donkey Kong, Luigi's Mansion, Street Fighter, Sonic, which is great. Pikmin. Star Fox, Kid Icarus. A fantastic Ocarina of Time 3D poster. And that would be all of them. Now you're just seeing the other sides of them. So if you want to pick up this kind of a magazine, you can get a lot of posters for an inexpensive price. This one's Nintendo Gaming Superstars Volume 1. I think there's a Volume 2 out, and it comes with 10 posters. So that's a fantastic way to do it. You can frame them yourself if you want. If you want to pay to get them framed, I don't suggest doing that. That costs like $60 a poster for the big ones, and it's just an excessive amount of money. That's not really worth it. So the way I framed them was I bought frames simply from, I think it was Michael's when they were on sale, and I just put them in the frame myself. You can tell the Donkey Kong one's not that well done. The Zelda one looks pretty darn good. So if you do want to get your own posters and you want to make them look a little bit more professional in your room, maybe frame them yourself, or if you know someone that can do it for cheap because it's very expensive. I bought these frames for 20 bucks each or so, and I have 6 of them, so that's already $120 just for frames, but I wanted to make them look good in my room. You can put them up on your walls just using that blue adhesive tack stuff. I wouldn't suggest putting holes in your posters because then later on they get damaged. So I have, like I said, a ridiculous amount of posters. These 2 folders are absolutely, they're full of posters from Nintendo and from Nintendo Power and everything like that. Don't go nuts collecting posters unless you are in it for the long run. Just get like 5 or 6 that you really, really like and put them up on your wall. I have too many. I can't put them all up. I like having them, and maybe I'll bring some to school and put them on my wall. So that's collecting tip number 37, all about posters. Definitely get some if you are a serious fan of video games and just want to show it off in your room. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and have a great day.